Hello, happy 11/11, energetic. Grateful to be here, as is the Council of Light. And I just wish you an incredible journey through this energetic corridor and encourage you to lean into what your intentions are, as your choosing is a potent aspect of all your endeavors, all of your creations, and it's a part of the co-creation. So what's coming forward in this now moment as I step into the energetic stream of this transmission is that encouragement to remind you that your choice is the initiator, and not choosing is a choice. So in this 11/11 magical direct line to your divine self, energetic, vertical alignment, encouraging that vertical alignment. This 11/11 gateway is super potent for that. And if you're listening to this a month or a year from now, it's still in the energetic transmission itself in the recording. So just take a moment to take a deep breath into the now and lean into yourself as a multidimensional being, orienting as one with source, where you have access to all places and spaces in the time spiral continuum in the now. And play with this idea. Play is a really good way to link into creation. That you have this magic wand today. You really have it in every moment, but just pretend it's for today. You have this magic wand. And if you could wave this magic wand to bring forward a particular creation, what would that be? What would that choice be? It's like this idea of the three wishes or the magic lamp. In order to receive, we have to choose. So, what do you choose? And you might take a while to ponder. And you might ask yourself, why would I choose this? It's landing on a certain thing. Okay, why? Then get curious. Why would that be my knee-jerk reaction? Or why would I want to move in that direction? Would it serve me to move in that direction? Well, from this perspective, I think it would. I think it would bring me joy or happiness or freedom or support or safety or clarity or connection. Then you can start to discern what it is you're really after. Because everything we could conjure or create externally is an indicator of what we actually desire to amplify internally. That doesn't mean wanting in the external is bad. It doesn't mean that desires are bad. As we evolve and move up the spiral, the mountain of consciousness, our priorities shift. And because we are more evolved, we're ready to see through a different lens. We can cultivate perceiving and seeing through a different lens, and seeing and perceiving through a lens of connection, meaning default orientation becomes, I am one with an infinite source. Now what? So if I'm prompted to want something in the external, that's not wrong or bad. But what is that pointing to? What is that symbolized for me as a being? And maybe it's, I really deeply desire a greater connection to my own essence or greater empowerment in my journey up the spiral, up the staircase, up the mountain. And if you don't know at this level, if it's like, well, I think I want this, but I'm not really sure what it symbolizes, lean into the idea that your higher self knows. And you can co-create with your higher self. You can say, higher self, there's this thing, this experience, or this creation that I'm feeling prompted to move in the direction of to create. What is it I'm really after? We don't want to squash the desire to create. It's like just ride the wave for a little bit and then see, after we do this process, if you still want to move in that direction. Maybe you do, which is perfect. But lean into, well, this is what I think I'm after. Maybe it's freedom, maybe it's empowerment, maybe it's connection, maybe it's safety or support. But it's this thing in the outer world I would like to be different. Maybe it's the perfect job or the perfect home or the perfect relationship or the experience of greater clarity or greater flow and ease in my journey, whatever it is. And then lean in to your column of light. You're directly connected to infinite source. And send it up the elevator to your higher self. Up the energetic elevator, higher self. Can you look at this, please, with the guides, with my guides, your own council of light, the ascended masters you'd like to help support you. Maybe yourself from the future as an ascended master, your body Deva's higher self, your body Deva's guides, your body Deva's future self in a fully enlightened state. What is it we're really after? Because we are one with an infinite source. So then there's no urgency around it. It's not a finish line we have to get to. And then invite your higher self to identify what that is. Body Deva's higher self in teams. Maybe it's different for you than it is for the body, than it is for the teams. Each one can have their own unique piece of the puzzle. That's divine collaboration at its finest. And then invite your higher self in an appropriate way to activate and amplify, remind you of that particular divine essence, nectar, infinite quality that you actually have access to from a place of oneness within your column of light, and receive it there within you. Access it, reference it within you, not on that external condition, thing, or circumstance. Retrieve all your reference points for the having off the external back to your column of light. What you really, really want is to amplify more of a particular quality, receive more of a particular divine nectar quality at essence level that can then reflect onto circumstances, events, things, relationships, your experience of yourself, your thoughts, your behaviors. The thoughts, the behaviors, the experience, it's all a reflection of what you're accessing from source, oneness within you. Are you accessing it within you? What can happen in the separation simulation is that we get turned around and we try to reference it externally, receive it externally, get it externally, and we actually end up pushing it away. Because as you become more evolved, your stream gets more powerful. Your energy field, your column of light, it's like a fire hose. So if you start to stream it externally, to try to create externally, to mold external clay, you literally blow out or push away the very thing you're wishing to nurture, create, attract, reflect. So you become the vortex or the attractor for that experience, that thing, that nugget, that gem, that jewel. When you first activate it within your own river of light, column of light, which then becomes reflected into your energetic fields, your grids, which then reflects into the outer. But it creates this magnetic attraction as you activate it within you. It creates a magnetic attraction for what is desired. So we're just helping you reorient to the oneness way. This 1111 gateway is a direct line to your divine self. Your divine self knows how to function in the oneness way, how to function as one with source, like sourcing at source level, not trying to source externally. That's separation consciousness and what you are in the midst of graduating from. So we just have to consciously remember how to orient, invite the body, even nature, spirit, and teams to do the same. Orienting to the oneness way then puts you in a position to activate on this beautiful 1111 energetic day, and really any day that you choose, what you're really after, so that you become the vortex. You become the magnetic draw. You become the informer, the broadcast for what it is you're choosing, for what it is you wish to experience, for what it is you deeply desire. We invite a balancing and stabilizing of all your energetic fields, updating all grids, all reference points, all ways in which you perceive. And you might take a moment and check in to see if you still desire what you did in the same way that you did. Maybe you do. And then reference your divine nectar, infinite source supply within you. That is you. Really, it's your river of light. It's the light that you are. Give yourself, your light, a hug. Value and appreciate it more. Value and appreciate the freedom that flows within you, the safety, the support, the love, the connection that flows within you. The source level divine nectar of all things that flows within you, the kingdom of heaven that is you. We're bringing that in energetically. If you wish to birth heaven on earth, start by recognizing you already have it. It is you. It is within you. It is the divine, brilliant, layered, lovely, multidimensional river of light. That is you. Directly linked with your divine blueprint, which is unique to you. And again, we're having an energetic conversation now far beyond the mind as we help you reorient, help you remember the oneness way. And reorient to the infinite supply. And then encouraging you to retrieve all attachment off the outer world, all your creative energy you had streaming externally, trying to mold the external clay. Retrieve all that creative energy, that fuel that is for you to mold your own clay. Clean it, recalibrate it, re-embed it in and around you so that you can craft your inner light, amplify certain qualities within your inner river of light that you wish to become the magnetic attraction for. And start with one quality. And if you're not sure what it is, ask your higher self to discern and to amplify, valuing that connection to your higher self more. Remembering yourself as a multidimensional being in a greater way. You might just make your mantra on this day and maybe for the next week or 2 weeks. I am a multidimensional being connected to an infinite source. And then take a deep breath in. Imagine bringing all of your energy and awareness back to that column of light that is you. orienting in the oneness way. I am an infinite being, multidimensional being connected to an infinite source. And then maybe that inhale, you can be in gratitude that you're awakening to that you're remembering that in a greater way with that moment of conscious choice to orient as what you are. And only you can choose for you. What will you choose to orient as throughout this auspicious time of the miraculous, the monumental, the unprecedented? This 1111 gateway is exquisite, and it is also a type of energetic opportunity to reorient more deeply with your divine self, your true self, as well as many other opportunities. And one of those aspects that you could practice with this, it's really a corridor, it's not just a day. It's amplified today, but we're in this corridor really through the winter solstice here in the US, so 12/21, of leaning into the willingness to remember our divine self beyond limitations, and then letting go of what we think that even is. Completely handing over responsibility to our higher self to support the remembering. But we first have to be willing. That's the prerequisite. And that's equivalent to choosing it. And you can just even say out loud, I'm willing to remember my divine self. Higher self, will you help me? And then just imagine letting go of trying to do it at this level. Let higher self. Like I'm being shown, like flip the switches, do the molding of the clay, do the reorientation, the activations, the weaving of the grids, like all kinds of reinvention, rebirth, behind the scenes back end work. But you get to choose it or not. I get excited about it because it's obviously something that I choose for myself, and I deeply value it. I've been choosing it for myself now for about 15 years, I believe, maybe more, consciously. 17, I'd say, consciously, 17 years. And it doesn't matter how long. You can start in this moment and you can forget, and then you can remember to choose it again. It's a journey, it's not a race. And all the support is here for you if you choose to choose it for you. This is a very aligned, energetic time of quickening, acceleration, where we can literally let go and be carried by the current. And I often see this metaphor of one of those water slides, those tube slides where you just hug yourself and you go down the slide. And in this case, it's going up a spiral, but just hug yourself. Love on yourself. Amplify the trust between you and your higher self, and enjoy the ride if you choose or not. There's a choice. There's a choice to do it or not do it. It's okay to say no. It's okay to not choose it yet, to be like, not yet, I'm not ready. It's okay. And it doesn't mean anything about you one way or the other. You're still one with Source. You're still loved infinitely by the divine, no matter what you choose or don't choose, no matter how you ride the wave. or not. We serve to help bring to your conscious awareness the energetic opportunities that are available. And then with words, we help to point to things in a way that can help you then energetically access what you actually know, activate what you actually know, remember what you actually know, far beyond intellectual understanding concepts. So we want to take a moment and thank you for your courage and your tenacity and your strength and your willingness to show up at this very auspicious time. And if you'd like to continue journeying with us in this corridor, we're going to be offering a couple of things. We have a new announcement. We're going to be doing this Saturday a Empowered Evolution Masterclass for healing anything you took on in the womb, transforming anything you took on in the womb in this incarnation or any incarnation. It's really for you and your body, Deva, to help shed any layers of things you've been carrying that are not yours. And with that energetic cleanup, there can be even twin energy, even if there was a twin just in the womb for a short time, like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. We can sometimes get entangled in other people's stuff in the womb. Any beings that were in the womb before us, we can get tangled in their residue that they may have left behind. So we're going to do really thorough 90-minute session. It may even go a little long because there's a lot of layers to that healing. And Mercury retrograde is the perfect time to do this type of healing. The other piece to it is we had a request from someone who asked for, can we also do a healing for the womb, for maybe children we carried in the womb in this incarnation, previous incarnations. And what I would say to that is we will bring in a piece if there is time. If not, we have to might need to offer a part 2 to be able to do that aspect of it. But we'll see what happens. I always hand it over to the guides and let them weave it in the higher realm. That's like do the flow chart, the outline in the higher realm of what's going to be addressed. And oftentimes, even when we're doing, when we're holding a container for that type of deep inner work and transformation, your higher self and your body's higher self might work on pieces that we don't specifically speak to, but because you're in that safe, supportive container, those pieces are still addressed, even if we don't speak to it specifically. So just hold that awareness for all of our sessions, that sometimes when you're listening or participating in a session, in a group session or a private session, healing can take place that we don't even speak to. But because you're in a willingness, because you said yes, because you have set certain intentions when you entered into that sacred space, higher self and guides start to collaborate in a way that sometimes energetic shifts happen and things just leave the field that are no longer compatible with who you've become based on the healing work you're doing, including this transmission today. And so if you'd like to journey with us for that womb healing Empowered Evolution Masterclass, we'll put a link below, and you can also find it in the online store on our website at embracingtheinfinite.com. And then we're just loaded yesterday a new offering that we're going to be doing on November 29th, which is really feels very different than anything I've done or done in a while anyway. It's called Awaken the Sleeping Dragon. Awaken the Sleeping Dragon. And it's for the body Deva to support the body Deva through the galactic embrace that's underway. It will involve an activation, a series of activations, and energetic rewiring for the body Deva to help it awaken to its power more, so that it can navigate this time in a super empowered way. And it can retire mechanisms for evolving and growing and making its way up the mountain that are discordant or that function from separation consciousness and suffering and sacrifice and struggle. So Awaken the Sleeping Dragon, being offered on a sliding scale. We'll put a link below. You can also find that on our website. And that's going to be a 90-minute activation and transmission of light for the body deva. And there'll be some things mixed in for you as a soul as well. But it's all about having an easier ride through this particular galactic embrace that is underway. The galactic embrace, the guides are saying, supporting the galactic embrace. Okay, there's one more announcement I want to make, and it's also new. It came to me this morning. The guides were really clear, the Council of Light, they want to do 8 days of abundance play. So we're going to be starting that on November 27th. And every single day, we're going to have a new kind of, it's like a surprise, either free gift or special offer for 8 days in a row. So it's just starting to ground. So I have some ideas of what it might look like, but I really don't want to speak specifics yet because I recognize it might shift as I ground it more and start creating it in the physical dimension. So all I can say is for now, keep an eye on your email list. If you're not on or you're on your email newsletter, if you're not on our email list, you can join the link below this video or at embracingtheinfinite.com. And it's free, and you get 2 free transmissions when you sign up. But it's going to be fun. Like, it feels fun. It feels like, oh, and there's this, and there's this, and there's this. And it's things that you can choose to claim for free for yourself, or at a deep discount, or vouchers that can be used in the future. They showed me for some things. So we'll see how it plays out. There might even be a free transmission. Claiming of a free transmission live. They're saying live. So watch your inbox. Also might post it on social media every day. It feels like 8 days. I'm not sure if there'll be a thing where it expires after a certain number of hours. So stay tuned on that one. It's just birthing. I'm just starting to look at it and bring it fully in. But I wanted to mention it because November 27th is not that far from now. So good. And then the other announcement I have is, if you haven't yet checked out our 6-month Vibrational Reinvention, a higher octave of you, I encourage you to go read about that on our website. I'll also add that link below. And it's going to be a glorious journey together for 6 months during this very auspicious birthing of New Earth. And it's all about this divine collaboration of supporting you in crafting your own unique version of what New Earth is for you in your life, and helping you weave new grids, helping you get clarity, helping you align to your unique essence more, to bring in what's meant for you to be, do, and have. And we meet twice a month for 6 months, and there's Dreamtime work support and a really large, extensive, comprehensive energetic container for you to completely go through a vibrational reinvention. And it'd be like a remodel. If you're going to remodel a house, it's a remodel for your experience here on Earth, your experience of yourself, of your life. I mean, it's big. I've never offered anything like that before with the Council of Light, and they just show me it's going to be a huge game changer, new beginning, fresh start, but in a way that is fully aligned, unique for you. That's key, because then it's sustainable. You've probably done different workshops and self-help things before where you've maybe reinvented something or started something new or created new habits or new ways of doing things, but it maybe didn't sustain or didn't really create what you wanted. This is a little bit different because it's about working with higher self, your divine blueprint as a unique being, and also including the body deva in the process so that it's coherent for the group field, meaning you, your body, and your teams. And it's not just you on your own trying to do something or the body deva on its own trying to do something. It's how can we collaborate and craft a life that honors us, that functions from the oneness ways of being, and therefore creates that reflection in our world. So we get to function as one with source and live as one with source in the next level living that the New Earth platform is meant to be. And it's this idea of, okay, we'll be in the new terrain, then Earth will be in the new terrain. So let's birth what she's here to be a platform for in our individual lives so that that starts to create the pulse and the pathway and the draw for others to follow suit. And you may have found that you tried to do this year and you couldn't get any traction. And play with the idea it's because Earth is in the midst of the up level. And so she needs to get her footing in the new, get it's like stabilized. And for that to fully actualize, for that new arena to fully actualize and be able to do, it's like we can't enter that arena fully until Earth is fully stabilized there. And she's on her way. She's going to be there by the time we start the 6-month vibrational reinvention in March. And I'm so looking forward to it. So we do have limited seats available. So please let us know if you're interested and we can share more information with you. Happy 11/11, dear ones. We are so grateful to be on this journey with you. We want to take a moment to remind you that the things that you deeply value in your experience, maybe it's what you perceive or see in another that you value, or what you see or perceive in nature that you value, such as the beauty of Gaia, or a quality that someone possesses, maybe someone's grace or kindness or clarity or their light. You have that within you, or you wouldn't be able to perceive it. So take a moment and appreciate the divine source nectar, infinite stream you have going on. Give it a bigger hug, embrace it more. And we look forward to journeying with you again soon. Happy 11/11. Much love.